one of the cool things about taking my son hunting is a lot of times in states like Colorado, he can't legally hunt here yet, but he still wants to feel like he's part of the whole program. He wants to feel like he's hunting.
We're going hunting this morning. Pretty special day. I'm taking Trent with me this morning. You ready to go? All right, let's do this. Yep. Go out to Jake's truck.
In Jake's truck?
Yeah, go out to Jake's truck. What he doesn't know is I have the bolt for his gun. But I want him to feel like he's going with us. He's actually an accomplished hunter. We've taken him hunting in Texas and stuff like that. He shot some small game, but unfortunately in Colorado, he doesn't have his hunter ed card yet. So when I take him out hunting, I'll let him carry a gun and think that he's going, and that's part of the whole experience for him. So he's up early this morning, he's dressed in camo, he's carrying a gun, so he feels like he's really doing it.
He got up early with us in the morning. He got to hike around with us, set up, and he was just excited to be there. I think that's huge as a parent, getting the kids excited to be out there. If you don't start taking them with you at a young age, I think they start to lose interest. So it was a great morning for me, even though we didn't call a coyote in.
Yep, they figured us out, didn't they?
Yep, pretty much.
Yep, show them your gun. Turn it around this way. There you go.
My new rifle. It's pretty cool because these calendars right here tell you how far your bullet's gonna go and how far you want to go.
That's right. All right. Well, what do you think? I think we should move to a new spot.
Yeah.
All right. Can you get up okay? Here, I'll hold your gun.
You can see we walked him up over that ridge. He did pretty darn good for 6. He still has no idea he doesn't have a bolt in his gun or any bullets. But hey, you know what? He's out here. He's enjoying the experience with me and Jake, and that's what's important. Well, the boys had some chores to do, so I was gonna start this coyote hunt on my own.
All right. Setup number 1 didn't work. We're gonna try setup number 2. We're gonna go up over this ridge, drop down into a huge bottom, and we're gonna try and call coyote from somewhere out of that big bottom.
We set up, we're calling, we're scanning out this big valley in front of us where we're hoping the coyote's gonna come from. And all of a sudden I hear Jake behind me whisper, "There's one behind us." And I, where? He's like, "Behind your left shoulder, coming down the draw." So I spin all the way around. I just know this coyote's gonna catch me. I'm trying to get set up. I have to come off my bog sticks. I have to go on a limb. I'm trying to find the coyote. Finally, I see the coyote. He's kind of trotting down the draw a little bit, and he sits down. Now I know I've got some time. We've still got the wind because of the angle that he's come in at, and I just need to settle down and make a shot.
That coyote came in behind us. That was awesome. All the crosshairs were shaking a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. God, I love that. I was just freaking getting ready to unload, and we had heard a coyote howl in front of us, and Jake whispers to me behind us. I was set up this way. You can see I got the shooting sticks. I'm set up this way. Jake says behind us, behind us. I'm like, where behind us? He's like, coming up the draw. We've got a ton of draws right here, but I look over and I spot that coyote, and he's looking toward the call. I've got the wind in my favor, so I know he can't wind us. And nice spot, Jake. Yes! Let me range that one. Probably just 200 and something. Let's see, it was, yep, 204 yards.
We called in a couple different dogs, but we had a dog in front of us howling, and we were going with a puppy in distress. And that's one of the things I love about the Fox Pros. You got so many different options on calls.
So we switched it up from the puppy in distress. And we went to a howl, a female invite howl, and then we switched it up again to the snowshoe. And boy, this coyote was over here howling. You could tell he was moving up and down that draw over there, but I couldn't get a shot at him. And then Jake spots this one literally, I mean, almost directly behind me. You can see him laying over there in the sun. That'd probably be a pretty dog. Let's go check that one out. Not a bad dog at all. Look at that. That's unreal. Look at the hole. Look at the hole that bullet took out of his chest. That's why that coyote dropped. He didn't have a heart left. But a pretty dog. I'm still gonna go ahead and skin this dog out. He's got a really nice pelt. When you put a big hole like that in him, and you know, the way he was facing, look at that. You can see his heart, you can see his lungs. He was dropped instantly. This coyote's got a nice pelt. It's the end of October here in Colorado, and you know, that coyote's already starting to prime up pretty nice. But I'll actually sew that pelt up and sew that hole up. When you sell it to fur buyers, they don't want big holes in them, so I'll patch that coyote right up. Hey, I'm Fred Eichler. You're watching Predator Nation on our second setup of the morning. We just smoked this dog.
Well, with success on our second setup, we were excited. We are now running at 50%. One no-go, one coyote down. So now we're gonna go and try another area.
We're gonna hike down through the trees here. There's another big valley. We're gonna hike in there and try and call. We'll have a lot of country to look over, but hopefully we'll get one in here. This is our third setup.
We walk a ways from the truck. I've always found that's better. The farther you can get away from the truck, it takes a little more time, but that way that vehicle noise hasn't carried, nothing's seen you, and you can get into an area that's been undisturbed. We hike into this beautiful little area. We've got a little valley below us. We start calling, and all of a sudden, I mean, it's amazing how quick a coyote can come up on you. There's a coyote coming right at us, right in front of us, just like that. I tell Jake, quick, right here in front of us. I throw down. As this coyote's running, I put it in front of him. My first shot hits the coyote, knocks him a little loopy, and I shoot one more time just to anchor him.
Oh, tell me you got that.
I got it, but it was fast.
It was fast. That's amazing. You know, we've called in, I don't even know how many coyotes, you know, in 25, 30 years of hunting them pretty hard. I mean, that's unreal how quick that coyote, I mean, he popped that ridge and I'm like, right here. I don't know if you even saw it, but I mean, I'm set up like this and I'm using the bog pod, and I friggin', what's what I like about it is the head rotates, and I was like, oh, I gotta spin. I actually had to move my pod over a little bit. I swung, and I hope you caught it. I whooped real quick. I went whoop to try and stop him, and I realized he's not stopping. And check out our wind. I gotta show you what our wind's doing and why we set up here, because this is kind of cool. The wind is going straight down right off this ridge. Now, a lot of times you won't set up when you've got wind cutting straight down below you, but what we've done is we've opened up to the right, we've opened up to the left. We just have to shoot them before they hit our wind. That's what that dog was doing. He was running in this way. He probably saw my Fox Pro decoy as well bouncing around over there, but he was hooking around to the downwind side. Well, I got on him, and it was super quick. I got on him and I whooped quick, whoop, to see, and he didn't even check his step. I mean, we'll have to look at the video, but I don't even think he checked his step. I got on him, shot him on the run, and I knocked him silly the first shot. We'll have to take a look at it, but he was, you know, he was pretty much done, and I shot one more time just to make sure it was finished, and he's down right there. Let's go look at that dog.
What's neat about this morning is this is our third setup. We're 2 out of 3. 100% on the shooting so far, knock on wood. I don't want to jinx myself. This coyote was hauling in, and I mean just cruising on this opposite side, and it looked like I hit him twice. I hit him when he was running, knocked him down, he spun around. Not sure which shot was first, and then I gave him one more to drop him, but this coyote was cruising right in. Pretty dog. He's got a nice pelt on him,
and we're gonna clean this guy up and get him back. We're dragging that other coyote back to the truck, and we heard some howling down in this canyon, so we're gonna go set up here, see if we can call some coyotes out of this canyon up here. So give it a shot. We're gonna be set up in the wide open prairie, but we'll see what happens.
Well, we had been calling for quite a while, looking over a bunch of just flat open country where you'd think a coyote would stand out. All of a sudden I look over and here comes a coyote. He's coming in from the right, he's kind of trotting left. I throw down on this coyote and I think this is gonna be my easiest shot of the day. I've taken one to a little over 200. I've taken another one running. I whoop and this coyote is stopped perfectly broadside. I'm on my shooting stick, no sweat. I don't know what happened. I just missed. This coyote took off and there was nothing I could do with it.
That's ridiculous. I had just turned the call off. I thought nothing's gonna come in. We've been sitting here for a while. I'm in the wide open. That coyote came from the right. I didn't expect him to come from that way either. And you know what? I jinxed myself. I jinxed myself. Just a minute ago I said, oh well, you know, we're 2 for 2. We're calling coyotes in every set. We're smoking them down. It's awesome. 2 out of 3 on calling coyotes in. I'm 2 for 2 for shooting. I get a cake shot right there to standing broadside coyote. But the wind's starting to blow. Wind started to blow. I didn't get her done. Hey, that's coyote hunting. We're gonna keep going, see if we can get another one. We had a great day yesterday shooting coyotes. We thought we'd give it a whirl this evening.
We start calling, and again, we had been sitting there for probably 30, 40 minutes. I shut off the call. All of a sudden I look, and coming through the cactus is a coyote.
We were giving it a good shot, but Jake, right here.
It is absolutely amazing how they can work their way in wide open country and just pop up in front of you. Well, this was kind of a quick shot. I threw up on him and he just started to take off through the cactus. I shot and we knew we had another coyote down. We were done. We have been sitting here. The sun's getting close to dark. We were finished up. We've been sitting here. It was like, well, I guess they're not gonna come in. It's pretty wide open. Let's just shut the call down. We'll go to another area real quick. I had my head in, I was talking. I was like, well, we'll go ahead and move. We'll shut it. And boom, there's a coyote comes out in the cactus there. Totally saw us. Looked, it was like, what's going on? And he started to trot out there. I had already shut the call off. I think he heard our voices. He stopped, gave me a great shot, and I just piled him up in the cactus.
What's up, buddy?
And I see now it's a young coyote, and just didn't know any better. But he came trotting through. I threw up and he stopped and looked at me, and it just took us a second to get everything on. Jake spun with the camera. He's trying to get on him. I think we're done, so I'm trying to throw on him. You know, I clicked the safety. I dropped down on him, and just as I get on him, he starts to trot. When he starts to trot, I'm like, oh, he's gonna get into this cactus. Even though it looks pretty open, when you're looking ground level, this cactus, there's a lot of little places. A coyote can slip through and you won't have a shot, even if they're within 100 yards like this guy was. So just as he started to go, he was about to get behind the cactus, some of this cholla. So I got on him and just hammered him, and he piled up right there by this cholla.